Hey guys, Duke here, and today we are going to talk about how to solo the master version of the Exodus Garden 2A Lost Sector. For the Exodus Garden Lost Sector, there are barrier servitors and overload captains as the champions you will be fighting. There are also a number of void shields, so having something void will be beneficial due to the match game modifier that is in all of these lost sectors. I chose to run a long shadow sniper as my kinetic, Last Perdition as my void option for the shields as well as my anti-barrier pulse option for the barrier servitors, and Anarchy as my heavy for doing damage to the champions, as well as the boss at the end due to its ease of use and extremely strong ammo economy. In order to deal with the overload captains, I decided to run the Stasis subclass along with the Thermal Overload class item mod to be able to stun the overload captains. I also paired this with Surge Eater due to its ability to refresh my grenade anytime I stun an overload. I chose the Duskfield grenade as my grenade option of choice, as the large dome and area of effect makes it easier to land the overload on the captains, as well as gives me the opportunity to freeze nearby enemies to help slay out even harder. I also ran Protective Light for extra survivability purposes, as well as taking charge to be able to become charged with light by picking up the Masterwork orbs I will be creating with multi-kills for my Last Perdition. Grenade Launcher Ammo Finder, as well as Grenade Launcher Scavenger can be helpful as well, to maintain your reserves of Anarchy, and be able to use it often without having to worry too much about running out of ammo. And as I've mentioned a few times in the past due to my own forgetfulness, don't forget to actually put on the Anti-Barrier Pulse mod on your gauntlets, or Anti-Barrier SMG if you choose to run an SMG. Once actually in the Lost Sector, it is basically broken down into 4 sections or rooms. When you first spawn in, there will be a void shielded servitor and a bunch of red bar enemies with a blue wall blocking your path. Take the servitor down first so it doesn't shield anything, then start slaying out the red bars. Eventually, a barrier servitor will spawn out the right side of this room with a few more enemies. Tag the servitor with Anarchy and proceed to finish it off along with any remaining enemies in the room. As you come to the next room behind where the blocked off blue wall was, you will run into your first overload captain. Make sure to use your Duskfield grenade on it and take it down with Anarchy plus some assistance from your primary weapon of choice. There's a good chance other enemies will get caught in the grenade with the overload, which just helps you take everything down faster. Once you continue to move up, there will be a few exploder shanks that spawn out of the right side door, so make sure to be ready for those and take them down. In this third area, there will be an overload up top of the building on your left, as well as one towards the back behind the building. You can go for these in either order that you prefer. If you do have your super around this time, there will be a whole bunch of ads spawning out of the back area, and you can use it to more quickly get them down. Note that there is also a barrier servitor here behind the overload, so you will need to take it down using your anti-barrier weapon of choice at some point as well. Once all the ads in the back are down, double back to take out the overload up top of the building if you didn't take it down already. It should be basically by itself at this point, so it shouldn't be too difficult to focus down with your grenades and Anarchy as per normal. Finally, you will be in the boss room. The main things to look out for here are the 2 anti-barrier servitors and the boss itself. There will be some ads that come rushing at you from time to time, but they aren't too much of a threat. If you can tag the boss with Anarchy from a distance, that is really all you will need to do to take it down. Depending on where the group of servitors, including the boss, move to, I sometimes took the boss down first and then the anti-barriers. Just note that in order to get the Platinum badge and the higher chance of getting exotics, you will need to take down the 2 anti-barriers in this room before opening the chest. But as I noted, it does not matter whether you take them down before or after you take down the boss itself. And that is the Exodus Garden 2A Lost Sector guide. I apologize for this taking a bit to get out, as I kept being busy the days that this Lost Sector was in the rotation, but better late than never. I hope that this and my other Lost Sector guides were and are helpful, as this is the last Lost Sector guide in the series. I'd love any feedback below, as well as letting me know guides you would like to see me make in the future. And as always, have a wonderful day.